Wow, Shinji is actually a master? I did not see that coming. I mean, that asshole just pisses me off. He's so one of the most hated characters in this season. And we found out that he's a master. We don't know who he's the master of, who is the servant. I thought perhaps the girl from last episode that Shido was fighting, maybe she was the servant of Shinji, but that wasn't confirmed. What we do know is that added to our roster of servants, we now have Caster and Assassin, who you saw at the end with that sword, who's gonna fight Saber in the next episode. And in the next episode, we're gonna get to see Caster fight against Archer. Now let me get into Archer for a bit. In the beginning, two things were interesting. One, the fact that Rin told him to escort Shido back home safely. That to me was pretty interesting. Now another thing, this guy's invisible, and Shido detected him. Okay, that's pretty amazing. He sensed danger. He sensed that he was being followed, even though Archer was invisible. That was pretty amazing to me. Another thing, we learned that Archer, he doesn't want the Holy Grail. He has no wish that he wants granted. He reveals that all the servants are just instruments. That's his mentality. They're all instruments for the masters. Okay, that's really interesting. But he also reveals to Shido that unlike the other servants, Saber, now she has her own free will. Now we don't know why compared to the other servants she has free will. It could be because Shido didn't really have a wish until after all the events unfolded. Perhaps that's the reason why she has free will. Now we don't know that. But again, this episode had a lot of interesting facts. Let me talk about Shido for a second. In this episode, we learn how his strengthening powers work. He kind of explained a little bit more that he increases the properties. So like if he has a rock, it becomes stronger, or if he touches the light bulb, and he says trace on, the light bulb becomes brighter. Now also we learned that he's kind of lacking concentration. When Saber was in the room, he couldn't really concentrate right on that light bulb and on that rock. So he needs to learn more about concentration. But again, his detecting skills, his ability to detect things, sense things, like when he was walking with Ring in the library and by the bookshelves he detected something was off, and then he did trace on, like wow, not even a high level mage like Ring knew about that. This Shido guy is able to just think on his feet really quickly, and he's able to sense and detect things really well, which are a testament to his ability and his skill as a mage. He might be the weakest one, but he is far from the dumbest one. So again, this episode was just amazing. We didn't get to see any real action, but that cliffhanger at the end, as much as I hate them, oh man, I am so pumped for next week. Yo, next week is gonna be insane. We're gonna get to see some insane fight scenes. And I hope that Shinji gets his